From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
It's just amazing to see all these people just show up to support the family.
A drive-in stop to remember a man lost too soon. How a community honored a man killed in a head-on car crash.
I thought it was a wonderful tribute to a great American and a great man.
A tribute by thousands. A look back at a celebration of life as Montanans from across the state laid Yellowstone County Commissioner John Osland to rest.
Sometimes projects change. Not everything has to be set in stone of the way that you planned it out to be.
And a Boy Scouts bullseye. What his Eagle project did to give a Billings Trap Club a major upgrade. Those stories and much more are coming up in the next hour. Good morning and welcome back to Montana This Morning on this Monday, June 14th. Yep. I'm Charlie Klepps here with Miller Robson.
July 14th.
July 14th. What did I say, June?
It's in the prompter, June 14th.
Did I say June, though?
Yeah, you did. It's all right.
It was in the prompter
Take
June.
two.
So I'm just a good reader. I'm just a
it's
good
okay.
reader. That's
it's all good. It is. It's going to be a warm day today, Charlie. Coming off a very hot weekend. Let's take a step back in time yesterday for your Sunday, wrapping up the week. That's a great shot there up on the rims, by the way.
Wow, look at that.
I like it. It's
beautiful June day.
Yeah, very nice June day. Wait till you see July.
Oh,
it's going to be great. Okay, so a high of 95 yesterday, about 8 degrees above the norm. Our low of 62, just a few degrees above average. Top gust yesterday of 26 miles an hour. Still going to be somewhat breezy today, but as we get in late in the afternoon to the evening, if we see any of those storms, we can have gusts up to 65 miles an hour. Just a slight chance it's going to happen here in Billings, but it could happen. And we could use some rainfall. We're almost a quarter of an inch in the hole for the month, but tonight all the way through Wednesday morning, maybe some areas getting a good soaking as we have a cold front coming through and several shots of moisture coming into play. But for the year, of course, we're still ahead, looking really good in terms of the drought conditions here in Yellowstone County. You can see pretty quiet out there, but that will change later this afternoon into the evening. Temperature-wise, we're at 52 right now in White Sulphur Springs, 56 in Columbus, 59 in Roundup, 65 in Miles City. Hardin, you're sitting at 57. Forsyth at 64. Right now, 67 in Cody, 57 currently in Sheridan. Here in Billings, we clock in at 65, so it's a milder than normal start. We've got humidity at 50%, dew point temperatures at 46 degrees, winds out of the west at about 10 miles an hour. Your day planner, a lot of sunshine today. Really a beautiful day, just going to be hot. 90 at lunchtime, into the mid to upper 90s by the time we hit the drive at 5. And you can see some areas trying to hit the triple digits today, but hang in there. It doesn't last. We'll tell you why coming up.
Awesome. Thanks, Miller.
All right, Charlie.
Appreciate it. We're following an overnight situation in South Billings. Billings police are investigating a shooting that left one man injured and no information on a possible suspect. The shooting investigation is centered on the 100 block of Monroe Street. Billings police say they were dispatched to the area after a report of multiple shots fired around 9:15 last night. Officers say they found a 22-year-old man with a single gunshot wound to his leg who was taken to the hospital. The sergeant on duty says there is no suspect information at this time, and this is an active, ongoing investigation. Over the weekend, hundreds joined together in the small community of Rockvale. It's all in honor of 20-year-old Rand Carlson, who lost his life to a wrong-way driver on Highway 310 last Sunday night. Rand Carlson worked at the Quick Stop drive-in, leaving family, friends, and even strangers heartbroken. Our Hannah Pettiferi was there Sunday as they united to remember a life lost too soon.
He just had a really good head on his shoulders.
The last week at the Quick Stop drive-in, quiet.
For the first few days, it was weird. It was quiet here.
That's because a big part of the business is missing. 20-year-old Rand Carlson, who was an employee at the eatery, died in a car crash on July 6th.
He was just a good example of just a wonderful human being.
But Sunday, the parking lot filled with all those he touched.
It's just amazing to see all these people just show up to support the family.
Hundreds of people joining in his honor.
So many people love the family. It's a testament of how good of a person Rand was. You know, how many people's in 20 years, how many lives he touched.
Rand's friend Sawyer, thankful to be a part of such a loving community.
I don't know that half these people knew Rand, but it gives me a little faith in our little community and morally.
Hal Ward, owner of the drive-in, says all of Rand's co-workers stepped up to make it happen.
So they're all working for free today, and all their wages are going to the Carlson family, and then every dollar we make all day in tips, and we're getting lots of donations, is going to go to the family.
The day filled with tears, hugs, and smiles, and Rand's sister Avery remembering him.
He was the most loving, wore his heart on his sleeve, like deep, loving person.
Grateful to be a sister.
He always made everybody feel included and loved and accepted, and just made everybody laugh and smile.
And knowing he is at peace.
Throughout this whole process, the way that he's intertwining everything of this whole situation is God's work, and I know that my brother is at peace with him up there, and I think that's given us all so much comfort, knowing that he's with him.
Avery says she believes God is a part of the process.
I know that Rand's safe with him, and he wants us to know that he's safe with him.
In Rockvale, Hannah Pettiferry, MTN News.
29-year-old Rachel McElleran is behind bars for her alleged role in the death of Carlson. She is facing a charge of negligent homicide. Saturday marked a day of remembrance here in Yellowstone County. The community got a chance to pay their respects to longtime Yellowstone County Commissioner John Osland. 73-year-old Osland was a well-known figure in Montana politics and was one of the longest-serving county commissioners in Yellowstone County. As we've reported, he was killed in a single-engine plane crash south of Billings on June 19th. A preliminary report from the Federal Aviation Administration says the plane struck power lines seconds before it crashed and burst into flames. It was a crash that shocked the community and has continued to be felt by many across Billings and Montana. Our Matt Carmack was there as hundreds gathered to honor a man who left his mark on the community.
I thought it was a wonderful tribute to a great American and a great man.
It was so special to have all these people here supporting his family.
John Osland, a Yellowstone County Commissioner, proud American, husband, father, and grandpa.
He loved his country, he loved Yellowstone County, and he loved his family.
From those who had only had a few conversations with him to his dearest friends and family, they all say that John Osland's legacy will never be forgotten.
John Osland, a great American. Thank you everybody for coming today and celebrating his life with me.
Osland's 73 years of life was celebrated on Saturday at Metro Park.
You likely know that he loved his family fiercely, but I'm not sure you understand the depths of his love for us, his daughters.
He loved everyone. He loved his nieces and his nephews, and he was a lot of fun.
Amongst the crowd was Osland's niece, Nadine Juntunen. She tells me that he was the best uncle anyone could ask for.
We just always got together as families for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Mother's Day, because Grandma was a single mom, so she just had her kids. So every holiday event was just really special.
And while County Commissioner Mike Waters only served with Osland for less than a year, Mike said he misses him greatly.
If you got a chance to know John Osland, all that was said today in the service just rang so true with me as well.
Both Nadine and Commissioner Waters say the dog-loving, tractor-riding, cowboy hat-wearing man will be remembered for his friendliness, compassion, and love for Yellowstone County.
He just was super special.
I'll miss him, but I know he would want us to carry on the good work.
In Billings, Matt Carmack, MTN News.
Montana will receive $2.5 million as part of a national settlement with 8 drug makers over their role in the opioid epidemic. As part of the settlement, 7 of the companies are banned from marketing opioids and making products with more than 40 milligrams of oxycodone. They're also required to monitor and report any suspicious orders. The Attorney General's office says Montana will use the funds for addiction treatment programs, overdose reversal drugs for first responders, and to support drug treatment courts. In Yellowstone National Park, frequent visitors are mourning the loss of a beloved grizzly bear. Raspberry, the grizzly, hasn't been seen for months, and park officials and enthusiasts fear the recent discovery of a grizzly carcass could be hers. Our Isabel Sparts has more on a bear that captured a lot of hearts.
Couldn't think about bear photography in Yellowstone without Raspberry. She's just such a fixture. a bear that's been seen around the world.
Raspberry is kind of the most famous matriarch of Yellowstone.
A famous grizzly in Yellowstone Park, known by many as Raspberry, has been photographed by thousands, including longtime park wildlife photographer Debbie Dixon.
When she was playing with snow, it was just so adorable and cute, such a loving mom. And I think that's a lot with the bears, is they're so human.
It's a bear her camera lens and heart has become familiar with. But lately, Dixon's had some concerns, as Raspberry hasn't been spotted in months and had been injured with a limp for several years.
She is such a high-profile bear that for nobody to see her for this length of time is pretty unusual.
But enthusiasts fear that something may have taken a turn for the worse when in early June, a female grizzly carcass was discovered in the park's Sylvan Pass.
The guy that took the video described it as having a long nose, which Raspberry has a long nose. But, nobody knew for sure, and she has not been seen since that carcass was discovered.
When asked about the discovered bear carcass, who was killed by another bear, a spokesperson with the park told us, "We cannot confirm that the bear killed in early June in the Sylvan Pass area of the park was called Raspberry, since we do not have DNA samples from Raspberry or the bear that was killed prior to its death."
She would be a huge loss to this bear community, to all of us.
The possible loss floods back memories for Dixon, as last October, Grand Teton National Park's most famous bear, 399, was killed by a car.
When 399 was killed, it was devastating, but I had been preparing myself for her death for a few years. With Raspberry, if she is gone, that's just so unexpected.
While for now, there's no way to confirm if the bear is her or not until Raspberry is seen again, Dixon wishes more than anything to be proven wrong.
I feel in my gut that she's left us, but I want to hope that she hasn't.
Reporting in Billings, Isabel Sparts, MTN News.
In this week's Montana Ag Report, we head out to Malay and Meadowlark Flower Farm in Missoula and meet Connor Barnard, the reason the flower farm exists. These flowers restored a light in Connor, and now he shares that joy with others. MTN's Cynthia Carranza takes us there.
Where beauty comes from can surprise you. What was once just empty land is now Malay and Meadowlark Flower Farm. Hannah Johnson's wedding
That's so pretty.
is just one day away.
I love it.
And then these are all your bud vases? And her bridal vision for her floral arrangements are coming to life.
They nailed it. So glad I just kind of let them take the creative freedom, because I couldn't have imagined anything nicer.
The flower farm isn't just bringing dreams to life.
We already planted one.
It's changed the life of its helping hands too. And Connor Barnard? Well, he's the reason the flower farm exists today.
They do.
Jennifer Barnard created the flower farm as a way to provide work for Connor. The transition between school and adult life was not easy for Connor, who was born with Down syndrome and is mostly nonverbal.
We just watched his light go out. We just watched him become depressed. We just knew that we had to do something.
What started as a mission to help her son has blossomed into a labor of love for all of Missoula to enjoy.
It is really incredible to watch people light up.
But it's not just the guests. Flowers look good on Connor too. He works at the flower farm weeding, planting seeds, and making flower arrangements.
I wouldn't ever have thought that Connor would want to, go out and harvest flowers because he wants to put an arrangement together, not because I need him to help me make bud vases.
And after a 5-year journey of quietly growing, Malay and Meadowlark Flower Farm is now offering on-farm events for the summer, including U-Picks, where customers tour the farm and pick out their favorite flowers to keep.
Things just fell into place. It's a long story, but every little step just kept leading us here to doing something with flowers. I can't even explain it. It's just really divine.
So when the customers or brides walk away with their flowers,
I'm just grateful for such a sweet family to help be a huge part of our special day.
Jennifer wants them to know each one was planted with purpose.
I just hope that they feel like how much love and intention went into providing this thing.
In Missoula, Cynthia Carranza, MTN News.